I think some of the reasons when I hate paintings is because I don't understand them and I don't know why someone decided to paint it. Like when I look at it, I'm like, I don't know what you're here for. My name is Krista Bornman.
What is your professional experience with judging ugly and beautiful things? Just being my roommate. Okay, that's fine.
Yep, that's right.
I like things with big frames though. I think that like really does a good job with making it look funkier, even if it may not. So maybe funky art. My name is Rachel Martinelli.
What do you think of the paintings that I have hanging up in our apartment? Do you hate them? Do you love them? Do you care?
Some of them are a little weird, but I actually like them all, so it's okay. I really enjoy the one above the toilet.
Oh,
It's a nice wood scene. It's very intriguing.
Do you like landscapes?
Landscapes are nice. My grandmother and grandfather were both artists, so they did a lot of landscape paintings, and it's just something I'm really interested in.
Have you ever looked at a photograph that was clean, was balanced, like everything was spot on, but you just didn't think it was a nice photo?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe I wasn't like stunned by it, like, oh my gosh, this beautiful photo. But if it's clean and it looks good, it's sharp, it's got good colors, I'm gonna generally like the photograph. Even if it's bland, like I'm gonna be like, this is still a good photograph. But in the sense of beauty, maybe not beautiful.
Yeah, there's one in particular I kind of hate.
You hate it?
Maybe a little.
Okay, that's all right. Why? Which one do you hate?
It's the one with the brown squiggles all across the bottom. And I don't really like those colors, but that's a personal preference.
I mean, honestly, the colors are a little discomforting. They're very brown,
Yeah.
muddy.
Sometimes that's part of art, though. Part of art is to make people uncomfortable.
I think the way people see things as beautiful is if they're ideal to them. Like if you're matching someone's ideal idea of how they think, I don't know, life should be, like the way life should be, or the feelings that should be expressed in life, if you're connecting with them on that level, then they're going to be receptive to it and think it's a beautiful photo. My name is David. I'm a fine art photographer and been doing this for a few years now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I do.
So
Fine art photographer.
Your job is to take beautiful pictures.
My job is to take beautiful pictures.
Okay. So all the ugly paintings, which I know you've seen in my apartment, or to some extent, what about those paintings? Do you think they're ugly, or do you think they're? I mean, I know they're eclectic, like they're all kind of different, but are they ugly?
I mean, yeah, they're not the prettiest.
So what make? I mean, I bought them all secondhand and stuff like that. So like, what makes them ugly compared to paintings that they have, or drawings, or any sort of work of art that you see in museums? Like, what's the difference?
Something that I think is beautiful is cleanliness. In what I do, when I create a photograph, the first thing I do is I bring it up to just the most perfect level of sharpness, cleanliness before I even touch colors or adjust anything like that. I make sure everything's sharp, everything's clean, there's no funky looking visuals going on, no distracting things, just very clean and solid. And I think those paintings lack that.
Sometimes when it's muddy or confusing and not as straightforward, that can be perceived as being ugly.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to find beauty in I guess they're almost too textured or overdone, gaudy things? Is there a way to find beauty in that, or maybe just enjoyment out of that?
Maybe for crazy people. No, I think so. Not everyone connects in the same way. Not everyone obviously has the same perception of beauty.
They talk about beauty in humans is measured symmetrically or whatever, the more symmetrical.
Oh yeah.
The more beautiful it is. Do you think symmetric or having symmetrical works of art is important as well, or just maybe is that just balance?
Balance. I think balance, and I think that goes back to the idea of cleanliness. I think cleanliness, balance, harmony, those are all really strong core ideas, and I think the idea of something that's beautiful. I guess it depends on what the goal of the piece is. If it's like a super, reminds me of performance pieces, like where like that one, I don't even know what it's called, but that girl is like just sitting there and she has like all these like things that they can do to her. It was like ugly and beautiful at the same time. Like they like drew on her face. I think somebody like held a gun to her or something. Yeah, like did a bunch of crazy stuff. But it served its purpose. Like it served the purpose of her performance. And I think if the piece serves its purpose, regardless of whether or not it's aesthetically pleasing, it may still be beautiful, because the idea of beauty isn't necessarily visual harmony, I guess. There's multiple levels of beauty, or not levels, but factions of beauty. What things say, what things look like, what things do.